All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike, 319, 55, sweetheart.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Got his man, it's Eifert. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
26. 56 is the mark. All right. Get 300. Get 300. Watch the whip.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Carr. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go! Let's go!
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Carr. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
To throw is Rodgers. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A-gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Easy. Kill.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Houston, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On play action, it's Carr. He'll buy some time. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Going deep for Eifert. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught by Mike Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Let's go, team. Jump out.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On first and 10, here's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, they'll run with White. Room here to run.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill. Raider 2. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
To throw is Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half.
26. Steelers nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Yo, Chief. Watch the run. They're running it. Check 3.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Completes it to Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the toss, here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 44-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike, 44.
Throwing his car on third down. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
Down. 180.
52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
You got 58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers going up top for Kupp. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Sanu. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Carr now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Now Carr. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
You're all right, baby. Get this. You're all right. Shift. Lie down. Check. Later, 9. Why? Get one. 80 weapon.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it right side to White. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Put that team on the bus.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Monday, down. Blue 80. I'm coming.
Carr going to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Carr now to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Connor going to try and run it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Sproles. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Rodgers now on first down. His big game continues. Already has and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, here's White, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. To throw, it's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motion. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Let's go.
Now, 180.
56. Check 56. 3 buzz. 3 buzz.
On 1st down, it's White. And some space here. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right down. 180.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
64, weak.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Connects with Sanu right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Bengals.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
319.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And a fast footwork by White. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Sponge! Slant! Sponge! No!
A run by Mack to start the drive. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run the sweep here. This is Cup, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Sproles. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Sproles. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31.
Here's Mack. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.